Hey, welcome back. This is Still Whiskey. My name's Rich.
And I'm Vince.
I'm Devin.
And today we've got a double header, Southern Bourbon, Southern Rye, 13th Colony. Which one wins? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Should we stop and re-record?
No.
Okay.
This week on Still Whiskey, we've got a little double header action.
Let's go.
Southern Bourbon, Southern Rye. I don't know that I've ever had a Southern whiskey. This is a 95 proof bourbon.
Oh.
That is a...
Broke the top.
Not cool. That is a 95 proof Southern Rye. Devin has bust the cork on a brand new open.
I mean, that's
wild.
It's not really glued
This
in
one
there.
had a pretty good cork pop.
Like glued in there.
Bam. So before we even sniff, snort, taste, or try,
Wow.
Okay.
which one's gonna win? My money, Southern Rye. That's where my mother does.
Bourbon.
Really? Okay. Just so you know, we've never tried either of these. Brand new opens and also brand new bottles for the three of us, I suppose.
I think the bourbon's gonna be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out here on an island. Okay, left is the bourbon, right is the rye. Let's get to it. I think, Devin, you said this is fairly young product. Is that what I heard?
I think so. I think it sits right around 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
So it was a little bit of a lie saying that we haven't had this before. We've had a version of it.
Yeah, but not these ones.
Not these ones. So I have a pick from Bourbon Junkies. They did a pick of both these. I got the rye. Their rye was a 9-year, 143 proof.
And it was outstanding.
It was so very good.
Just outstanding.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got rye on the right, bourbon on the left, right?
Yes.
See what I did there?
It drank really, really
No,
smooth.
not like 143.
Not like a
No, it was.
And it was dark.
It was.
Yeah, it was dark. Okay, let's talk about the dark. Okay,
The darkness.
did you just call him a dork?
No. Dork.
Definitely.
Do you remember
sounded-
Dorf on golf? That guy? No.
What?
Just you.
He would act like he was. No. Okay.
So let's talk about that though, because people are complaining that it's artificially
Yeah.
darkened.
Dork.
Please stop. Please stop. But they're complaining that the bourbon or the whiskey, whatever, is artificially darkened to make it look cool or unique or medicinal or different. I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
I actually think it is literally a consequence of the shape of the bottle, right? So if I take the same whiskey, pour it into a tall,
Yeah, you stretch it
say
out.
Booker's bottle.
I mean, if you turn it a little bit and just go to the neck, right? Like
Yeah,
you can
go to
see
the
how
neck.
light that
All of a
is.
sudden, it's
Oh yeah.
totally normal
And the
whiskey,
rye is darker than the bourbon.
which is normal.
And so I think this is the thing is I don't think that they were artificially because
I really don't.
it would be weird. Like they've been distilling for a while. Like they've now recently come up in the
they've become more popular.
Yeah. But when you get something like what I had, which was 143 proof, 9 years, that's gonna be a thick boy.
And it was delicious.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Bourbon Junkies, unbelievable thick.
It's phenomenal.
Just phenomenal.
And different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it was very different than things that I've tried.
Complex. Really good. Really
Are we
good.
gonna go? Are we gonna do in some sort of order here? Are we gonna?
So why don't we start with, let's start with bourbon. Sure.
All right.
Why not? Bourbon, so, see if they have the specific mash bill in here. I don't know if they do. Handcrafted, 95 proof, 2023.
Very light.
Both of these are 2023. Let's see. Hints of sweet corn cobs, leather, cherry, caramel, tobacco.
The rye is finished with toasted French oak.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. To create a unique flavor of silky texture with hints of rye, apricot, brown sugar.
I want to take it back. I think the rye's gonna win.
I said that.
That's after I've tried the bourbon
I said that.
and after I've heard the rye. I don't mind this. This is not bad.
What is that? The bourbon?
This is the bourbon.
Okay, let me see what I think.
It's a nice bourbon.
Oh,
Yeah.
this tastes
Very
a
light.
lot like something that I have had recently. Shoot, now I'm trying to chase what it is in my head that I've had. This is very, very similar to. This is good. This is a super crushable.
What are we at with
bourbon.
the 96 or something?
40
95?
Yeah, but it's 40 to 45 bucks. Not super spendy. Cool looking bottle. A little bit reminiscent of the Old Forester birthday bourbon shape situation.
If so, we can't get this in Utah,
Nope, can't get it.
but if we could, I would definitely like that on my shelf on the regular. As in just an everyday
Yeah.
go-to.
If it's 40, 45 bucks?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
As I get home from work,
Yeah.
have a pour, sure, why not? I think this is so strikingly similar to something that I've had recently, and I can't put my finger on what it is. It's actually drinks a little bit hotter for me. Drinks a little bit hotter. This drinks more like a 101, 100, 105 maybe.
Oh.
Proof.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know if I get that.
I like this. I think it's good. I think it's very traditional bourbon notes. You get your vanilla, your caramel, a little bit of butterscotch maybe. But
Sometimes-
it's not hyper complex, but there's still a good mouthfeel.
Sometimes
right?
on a $40 bourbon, sometimes that cherry is like medicinal or not great.
or artificial.
Artificial.
Yep.
This is
This one's nice.
very light, not
Right.
a lot of cherry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
All right. So the rye, there's a smell on the nose that just smells. I don't know any other way to say it.
What?
Sweaty.
Really? I'm still finishing up my bourbon.
I think I smell what you're smelling.
Sweet.
I don't
You
know
said-
that I
you
would go
said-
sweaty.
But it's a
It's almost like a sour.
sour musty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like almost like a towel that you're like, you know what, this towel is probably done. Like maybe we just time to get new towels.
You're not making me want to pick up that glass. Like right now, I'm looking at the glass going, I don't know if I want to sniff that.
It's a different. I mean that's the only thing. It's probably not gonna.
I
taste
don't
like
think
that,
I
though.
honestly
I
don't think
just-
I would have gotten there if it weren't for you saying that.
Yeah.
I just don't know that I want to sniff Vince's sweaty gym towel. I
I mean, no, you
It
do.
smells very nice.
let the record show I'm doing this for you.
It's not bad.
Oh. I was like, that's not true. Oh.
It's something a little more sour.
Oh, wait.
I think sour is the good.
Yeah, it is sour.
Little
It's
funk,
almost like a
funky.
little oak funk, little oak dank. But there's still like a rye sweetness and spice coming through. If you press beneath that, what I get what you're talking about, but if you press beneath that, you're getting that sweetness and the spice.
I think I like the bourbon more.
Yeah.
I didn't expect.
It's got a lot of the
Should've
unique
stuck with my gut.
the things that are rye, but there's nothing to back it up behind
That
those
is
things.
definitely spicier than
Yeah.
this. There's there's actually quite a
Yeah.
lot of spice going on in that. Both 95 proof, both right around the same price, 40, 45 bucks. Both very cool, both out of Georgia.
And they have some cool, unique, like distillery only and limited release offerings. So we
Yeah.
talked about the picks,
Like
but
or the double
oaked is the
Hello.
current one. I think they just went
Hello.
through batch 2. They're on to batch
Yeah.
3 for this next year. And if you can get your hands on that, which if you're watching this, you probably have heard about double oaked from them. It's a thing to get.
Okay, so your
I'm gonna lose.
what was it, cast strength, or what did you have?
Yeah.
What do you have? That cast strength. The thing that's kind of different about it is you do get a titch of that
Yeah.
in here. It's just not.
You
Developed.
get the rye, but then there's so much more flavor behind the
right.
larger
But
cast strength.
there's something about
Because
this
it's got
that's
age on it. It's got the proof on it.
there's something about this that's different than other ryes that I've had, and that rye it has that different.
Yeah. This
aspect
it's
of it. You're like,
missing a lot of the like there's no caramel in it. It's very
pretty dry.
It's very like, you know, I know we say it before, but like the stone fruity style. Like it's that, you know, not sweet fruit. It's the more muted fruits like apricots or
Apricots.
apricots. Apricots.
So you could speak English, or you could be interesting.
All right, pecans.
Pecan nuts.
You're speaking at you.
What?
You're speaking at you. Speaking.
Why are you like the way that you
So,
are?
back
This is
to
why we can't get along. This is why we can't be friends.
Bourbon is definitely like my favorite between these two.
Yeah, I agree.
I really didn't want to agree, but grades.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
So
Grades.
the grades. Let's see. For me, bourbon, I mean, it's going to probably be like, if I was to put it up against other things, like it's a solid C, maybe C minus, right? Which isn't bad. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that, like, you know, it's nothing complex, nothing like that. But I would drink that over Elijah Craig small batch for me.
I agree.
The rye, that might be like a D plus, maybe C minus. I don't know. It's different and interesting. I will say that compared to other ryes. Would I reach this for before other ryes? I don't think so. I think this is just not my flavor palette, just the way it is currently. I love the pick I have, but that's not it.
The pick you have is really good.
It's
Yeah.
lights out.
Rye, I'm gonna give it a C minus. Bourbon, I'm gonna give it a C. I'm also gonna say that I would still reach for a Elijah Craig small batch before I reach for that.
Interesting. So for me, I would go, hey, at this price point, how would I rate this? Because I think it's ridiculous, the idea that we would score this in the, you know, against a $200 bottle.
Yeah.
So at this price point, I would go, shoot, actually pretty good. I'd give this probably a B minus. I'd give this a C plus.
Okay.
Because again, you're talking about a $40, $45 bottle. Does that mean that it's the same as some other things? No.
Just curious.
Yep.
What do you rate a Wild Turkey 101 rye?
Different price point though.
It's like 35.
No, it's $25.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, well, what do you rate? How would you compare it?
I would choose the 101 because at that price point, it's batting above its price point.
Yeah.
This is right at its price point. I would not pay more for these than they are charging.
Yeah.
Got it.
For the 101, I'd probably go, if they charge 35, I'd go to 35 for Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I will say I love that these are different than the others. I mean, they're from Georgia, obviously not from Kentucky.
This is way
right?
spicier than most ryes that you get off the shelf.
And there's a different to it. Like we call it like the sour mash type thing, but like it's so there's something different. And it's not a bad thing. It's just it's different from what your typical.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. But again, spicier than most.
Super cool bottles. Super fun.
Bourbon's pretty cool.
Yep.
Again, I'm not mad that we paid $40, $45.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So, and also, they look cool. There's still whiskey.
Yep.
There's whiskey in that bottle.
There.
One dram thing after another.
There you go.
Hey, we love you. Thanks for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, we love doing these videos. We love when you watch this video. So, do that, share it, subscribe, comment what you think we should talk about next. We got lots of bottles. I mean, if you see a bottle, you zoom in, you find a bottle back here that we aren't reviewing and that you would like to see, let us know. We want to engage with you. We want to show you what you want to see. So.
Yep. And
I think someone said they wanted to do the birthday bourbon.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Someone commented it.
I heard that.
You know, if we get a lot of likes on this video, we'll open the birthday bourbon.
We'll see you next time.